President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi inspected Alexandria's harbour and its facilities today. Rather on Sunday, addressing the ceremony, he said the harbours are developed within the Egyptian hands and funds, adding that private investors were not asked to help in developing harbours due to high costs. The story.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi inspected Alexandria Harbour and its facilities on Tuesday. Addressing the ceremony, the head of state said harbours are developed with Egyptian hands and funds, adding that private investors were not asked to help in developing harbours due to high costs. The president said that the projects aim to keep the public debt within current levels despite population growth. And he added that the prime aim is for the state to obtain real economic capabilities and benefit from Egypt's special location and have a distinct position on the sea. President al-Sisi said that security factor is taken into consideration in all projects. During the inspection, the president was briefed on the development of the harbour and its facilities. Those facilities include a logistics station and a maritime piers. The president said it is important to finalize the automation of all measures for the tax and tariff system before March 2022. He added that exporters will not be allowed to export goods that are not in line with European standards into the country. The president also inaugurated a number of mobile units in the harbour and inspected the Long Live Egypt station. The inspection tour included inaugurating the fuel deliveries station in the harbour. During the inspection tour, President al-Sisi talked to a number of interns and engineers who were trained at the Military Academy and Non-Commissioned Officers Institute. Discussions centered on the importance of developing and training human resources. He stressed during the discussion on the importance of raising awareness among the youth, which he said is a top of the state's priorities. Minister of Transportation Kamil al-Wazir addressed the ceremony, saying that a development work of the Alexandria Harbour and the strategy of maritime transportation is a top priority. Al-Wazir said contracts were signed with a giant European firm to operate the Long Live Egypt station. Finance Minister Mohammed Maid addressed the ceremony, also detailing the strategy of developing the customs system and facilitating international trade. Maid said that the logistics centers are managed by 1,250 youths.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held talks with his Burundian counterpart Albert Schenker, who is currently visiting Egypt. The talks tackled means of boosting bilateral ties between the two countries, in addition to coordinating stances concerning regional issues of concern. Following talks, a foreign minister held a joint press conference with his Burundian counterpart. Shoukry said they would work on implementing the recent bilateral agreements with Burundi and agreed to form a business council between both nations, adding that Egypt seeks to enhance the level of trade exchange to keep the pace with the political relation levels. Shoukry added that Egypt is closely following what happens in Guinea and will invite all parties to find a solution for the situation. For his part, the Burundian foreign minister said Burundi is looking forward to enhancing trade and investment between the two countries. Egypt reported on Monday 368 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 290,000 people, and 27 since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February of last year. The Health Ministry also reported 12 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 16,789. The ministry added that 549 patients were discharged from hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 241,964 people. Meanwhile, as part of the government's efforts to accelerate the vaccination campaign, the Ministry of Health started on Monday the vaccination of employees of the National Media Authority in its medical sector. Upon presidential directives, the vaccination of all government employees is now mandatory.